The movie starts with an overbed and a short scene followed by Professor Sherman's pen, which everyone likes, but his Karamzin. Because of this, he gets stuck in a lot of problems. One day when he goes to work in the morning, he sees that more than 5,000 hamsters have come to the college from somewhere. Their number increases so much that they start entering people's sandwiches and create a ruckus. This is Mr. Slab Nahi Mar Hine, who was freed the previous day. After doing a little investigation, it turns out that they came to know about it the previous day without any shame. Due to that mistake, a button was pressed, due to which the cage there opened. Sheraman tries not to stop after identifying this problem and goes to Shaley. Yogi is Sherman's favorite and has overbeds like him. Sherman and his team experiment with creating a formula that changes an obese person's DNA in such a way that they can lose weight quickly. They use formula on Style, and Style 85 lose less weight. This reveals their formula. Sherman's assistant Jason tells him to increase Shelley's dosage, not the forum. But Sherman points out that this could be dangerous for the genre. After that, Dean calls Shermire and talks to him about the incident. He is told that because of that incident, the science department of the college have given to many funds. A guy named Harlan, who asks to donate $10 million to the school, is not the last guess. Dean warns Calum to be very careful with the experiment because he doesn't want to open every red. Sherman is taking a class, and something written on the board runs out of his fat stomach. He notices the same thing, and the children there also start laughing along with him. After that, a new teacher named Miss Karna comes to meet him. I have done graduation in chemistry and study in the class next to the hall. Sherman likes her beauty and kindness very much. Carla has told Sherman that she has always wanted to meet her and that she likes her work very much. That day, Sherman meets his family at dinner and his family is all overweight. Sherman reassures him that it is a family problem. But his father is happy about getting fat and overweight, and he tells Sherman that he can do anything, but he cannot lose his weight. His father has a bad habit of passing gas while eating, and he keeps passing gas as long as he does. He is very embarrassed by his father's behavior, and as his father flies to change his clothes, his mother tells him that no matter what he looks like on the outside, his heart is clean and beautiful, and this is very important. Hearing all this, Sherman gets motivated and goes to Carla's house to ask her on a date. Amna agrees to go on a date, which makes Sherman very happy, and he plans to go to D-Scream on Friday when he gets home. When he comes home, he has a big smile on his face, and he is finally going on a date with the girl of his choice. He falls asleep watching TV and dreams that he has taken Carla to the beach and kisses her there. The butt sinks into the soil due to its weight. Sherman wakes up in fear. The host of a TV show or a bicycle van or a bicycle can is speaking this icon, and on hearing this, Sherman also repeats, "Yes, I can," and gets ready to use his weight in any way. Sherman takes Zumba classes and gym a few days and a half before. He still has to work hard to become a hit. Those people are enjoying themselves a lot as soon as they go to Penn on Friday. But a common man named Rai G comes on stage. He keeps making the people sitting in the audience laugh by insulting them. When that lion comes at me, he insults me beyond limits. Now hearing this, Sherman goes to Corona. Then he drops Karna home. Carla praises Sherman for making him feel better. Sherman thanks him and goes to his home. He becomes alone and even more sad. That's why he eats a lot of junk food, and while eating he falls asleep and has a dream in which he has a heart attack and has become a giant in the hospital. Even after coming out of the hospital, he destroys the whole world with one tear, and he wakes up in fear. He reassures himself that he will never be able to lose weight if he continues on his path of losing weight through exercise and healthy eating. Now he decides that he will use his lab's labor himself. He goes to the lab at night, prepares medicine, and injects it in himself. His BP is very good every trade, and then a message of DNA reconstruction complete appears on the computer screen. When he wakes up the next morning, he is surprised because he has now become a fit young man. He is very happy and goes out and tells everyone. First of all, he goes to the mall for shopping, and on the same day when he is working at Lay's, a lady runs in there and doesn't recognize him. City. I introduce myself as Briotube, and have launched myself into the city. The assistant tells that he asks her to go to a club. After thinking a little, Kara says yes, because he is an assistant in the city. Suddenly, Bade's figure starts welling, and before she can turn back, he sends Karna out of there. Kara meets Sherman and tells him about Bade and that he wants to take her on a date to the club. Sherman tells her that Bade is a nice person, and she should go with him. Goes to the big sports car club, so he never fits in with the Sherman body. Over goes to the program and also comes on stage to insult Reggie Fit. This time, Body G insults her a lot, and goes on the stage. This uncle is better at his job, which Body G, seeing all this, agrees to take all the tension of the show, but Body pushes her into the piano. The whole audience cheers for the Body. Now he applies the kiss, but after some time his bottom starts swelling. He comes out of there using the excuse of energy. Kalen's assistant, Jansen, who is not in the city, has also come, and he cuts near the waiter and asks him. The waiter is able to tell that it is from Body. He thinks that Body has stolen Sherman's card. Games also reveals to Johnson that the Lion has just been used, and he has to cut the sports car to get him out of the sports car. Next day, he is late for class. No student comes to class. Instead, the dean is waiting for him angrily. He asks him about the sports car. The elder sister took the loan in Sherman's name and did not say anything to her about this wasteful expenditure, but they say that if there is any problem in Hanan's fund, then they will kill him. Dean wants Harleen to like Sherman's serum project. Sherman meets at the corner and Karna shares her feelings for him. She says that she is a bit strange. Sherman takes Carla out for dinner to meet his family. There, Sherman's family members ask Carla personal questions about her relationship, which makes Carla feel very uncomfortable. Sherman's father is hanged. She feels very strange. Then Cher drops him home, and he apologizes on behalf of his family. Carla tells Sherman that she is waiting for Body's call. Hearing this, Sherman realizes that the only way he can get to Carla is by pretending to be Body, and so he goes to the lab to perform a serum concert. Capricorn Chan's son refuses him, because whenever he takes labor, his taste level increases a lot, and Body is not at all like Sherman, and if he does this for a long time, then Body will take over Sherman's entire body like him. Tries to stop. The butt is very big. Body goes to the hotel with Karna, where Sherman is waiting for Harleen. Dean and Carla ask Body to present the idea of a sea color to Harleen. Now the elder explains Harleen well, and physically describes the girl standing there and also takes full credit for Sherman's name. The car becomes very fond of seeing all this, and she goes and tells this to the elder. Body tells him that he can live with any girl, and he doesn't care about Carla. Carla walks away angrily. Now Dean gives Sherman's position to Body and asks him to make the final representation in the tournament. Body parties all night, and the next morning he finds himself in Cher Mary's body and surrounded by girls in his bed. After some time, Kayla comes there and, seeing me with the girls from the city, scolds her a lot and says that you are also like the elder. Sherman goes to the office, and there he learns from Deal that he has been fired and Bodhi has got the job in his place. He comes home dejected and accidentally plays Friends on Well. Bade's video starts playing on TV, in which he makes fun of Sherman's boring life and asks him to take up labor. Seeing all this, he gets angry and destroys all the samples in the city and goes to the lab and asks Jason to destroy the samples as well. Body has also mixed shame in Sherman's diet drink, and as soon as Sherman eats it, it transforms into a body, and he goes to the hall made by me. Jason looks at the computer, which reveals that his body's test levels have increased too much, and if he takes another dose, Sherman will die and just remain alive. Climbs on the big stage and tells everyone about the color C. His lackey's stomach protrudes. Sometimes you become fat, seeing which everyone present there gets surprised. Then Jason comes there and refuses to give him labor. Body starts strangulating himself and then realizes that it is General Sherman's, and he is restraining the body. The band is unable to find the big clue and turns up in the city. Parents and everyone are interested in the Black Sherman. Sherman tells everyone that this serum was to help everyone, but it has failed miserably, and he says that I should have tried to lose weight in a healthy way on my own. He is leaving the place disappointed when Carla stops him and asks him to dance and tells him that I have always liked you for your clean mind. At the end of the movie, the horn also sounds like Charmin's fund, gets ready to give, and he says that even though the experiment has failed, Sherman's honesty has touched his heart. And 2.